students, myself Nilopomis. Today we will take another topic of the grammar, and that is prepositions. Now what is preposition? I think we have learned these prepositions since we were in 3rd standard. In 3rd standard only we got to know about the prepositions. These are the words which make the sentence complete. Without these words we can't complete the sentence. So now a preposition is usually placed before its object. It comes before the object, but sometimes it is coming even at the end of the sentence. For example, what is Akbar looking at? This at is the preposition. Without preposition, the sentence would be incomplete. Like what is Akbar looking? But looking at, it makes the sentence complete. Now, what are the prepositions? Which words are known as the prepositions? So they are at, in, on, before, after, within, during, since, for, from, till, by, between, among, over, above, below, beside, along, behind, around and against. These are all words which are known as prepositions. Prepositions are of mainly two types. One is prepositions of time and the other one is prepositions of place. These prepositions indicate the time, while this preposition indicates the place. Now which prepositions are indicating time and which prepositions are indicating place, that we will see. First we will take prepositions of time. So that is, first one is at. Where is at used? At is used for the definite point of time. When we are giving particular time, definite point of time, then at is used. For example, I left for office at 9 am. Sharp we are giving here time. What time is it? 9 am. So here we will use at. We can't say that I left for office in 9 am or on 9 am. No, we will say here at 9 am because we are here giving definite point of time. Whenever we are talking about definite point of time, that time we are using at. Next is in. In is used to indicate a period of time. How much period of time it is including. For example, Monica will be home in an hour. Here a period of time we are giving of an hour. So in an hour, in 1 hour, Monica will be in home. So here in indicates a period of time. Next is on. On is used before names of days and dates. For example, I have to go to the passport office on Tuesday. When we are talking about any day or if we are giving any date like 11th March. So it will come on 11th March. Same like day. Like if we are talking about days and dates, so before these word on will come. Then comes since. Since is used to indicate from a time in the past to the present. From the time of past up to present. For example, I have been waiting since the morning for her. Now here we are indicating the past time of the morning. Since the morning, it means till now. We are talking here about the past time. Then comes for. For is used for a fixed period of time. Like I lived in Delhi for a year. Perfect period of time, specific period of time is given. That time we are using for. I lived in Delhi for a year. Then comes from. From is used for a specific period of time. This is called fixed period, 1 year. Here specific period, that also like that only. The earlier tenant lived here from Jan to March. Next one is till. Till means up to. Up to the time limit is given. Like up to 4 o'clock, up to 5 o'clock, whatever. For example, the people in this office work till 5 p.m. Here till means up to 5 p.m. So till is used to show up to. Next is by. By indicates a deadline not later than. It means please pay the dues by the end of the week. It means not later than. This is the deadline. Deadline given, the end of the week, not later than the week. That means by. This is called the deadline. Next one is till. Till means up to. Up to the time limit is given, like up to 4 o'clock, up to 5 o'clock, whatever. For example, the people in this office work till 5 p.m. Here till means up to 5 p.m. So till is used to show up to. Next is by. By indicates a deadline not later than. It means please pay the dues by the end of the week. It means not later than. This is the deadline. Deadline given, the end of the week, not later than the week. That means by. This is called the deadline. Now next is at. At is used for the specific place, house or residence. Now we are talking about the preposition of place. So at indicates specific place, house or residence. For example, I live at Rambagh Street. Here we are indicating the name of the place. Specific place we are talking about. So I live at Rambagh Street. Next is in. In is used for the cities, states, countries or continents. When we are taking name of any city, state, country or continent, so in is used. For example, I live in Palanpur. Okay. If you want to say name of our like society, then we would say I live in Palanpur at so and so society. Okay. Then comes between. Between refers two people or things. When we are talking about two people or two things, then between is used. There is competition between you two. It means here we are talking about two people. Okay, so when we are talking about two people or two things, that time between is used. But if we are talking about more than two people or more than two things, then what will be used? That time we will use among. Okay, it was competition among 4 people. Okay, like that. So between is used for two people or things. Then among is used for more than two people or things. Understand?
Let us understand now prepositions in brief. Prepositions are a small set of English words or expressions that show the relation between a noun or pronoun and another word in the sentence. For example, the book is on the table. Here on is the preposition. The book on the table is mine. The other way we can say, I put the book on that table. The table is full of books. So here on and off, these two words are the prepositions. In the above sentences, the preposition tells us the position of the book in relation to the table. We have 3 types of prepositions: single word, multi-word and participle. Let's see first which are single word prepositions. So the single word prepositions are about, among, beside, during, into, on, through, across, at, between, except, like, over, till, after, before, beyond, for, near, past, to, against, behind, by, from, of, round, towards, along, below, down in, off, since, under, until, up, upon, with, within, without, etc. These all were single word prepositions. Now see which are multi-word prepositions. So the multi-word prepositions are according to, due to, along with, except for, in addition to, in comparison with, apart from, in front of, instead of, in relation to, as for, in spite of, out of, prior to, as to, by means of, opposite to, together with, because of, for the sake of, owing to, but for, with a view to, over and above. These all words are coming together. These are multi-word prepositions. Like if you are using according, you have to keep to with it. With due, to is coming. With along, with is coming. Like along with. Except for, these two words are coming together. Like instead of, in spite of. So these are the words which are coming in multi. So these are known as multi-word prepositions. Now the prepositions with ing. Like accepting, bearing, following, concerning, considering, including, pending, regarding, etc. These are all the prepositions with ing. A preposition joins a preposition joins a noun or pronoun to another expression in the sentence. The other expression may be a noun or pronoun. For example, the book is on the table. Then in an adjective, he is good at maths. If we take with a verb, you must listen to your teacher. With an adverb, he writes well for his age. And with a WH clause, I expressed my surprise at what he said. See now here, a noun or pronoun, it means with book we are using on. An adjective, then with good we are using at. Verb means listen, with listen we are using to. Adverb, well, with well we are using for. And a WH clause, so in that, at what. So with what we are using at. So prepositions are positioned before nouns or pronouns, but sometimes they appear to have no nouns, pronouns as their objects at the end of a clause or sentence. For example, in the example of an adjective, he is good at mathematics. This was the sentence where we used at the end of a clause or sentence, but now the examples where we will use it, they appear to have no nouns or pronouns. So, for example, WH questions, what are you looking at? Relative clauses, this is the book I have been looking for. Passives, I don't speak until I am spoken to. Infinitives, there was no chair to sit on. An exclamation, what a difficult situation he is in. Prepositions can be grouped according to their functions. Just I explained you on the board like that. Prepositions of place, prepositions of time. So prepositions of place, the words by, beside, over, above, under, below, beneath, through, across, along, behind, before, between, opposite, of, towards, for, at, in, on, etc. While prepositions of time, at, in, on, by, for, since, from, to, till, until, between, during, etc. These are the prepositions of time. And if we talk about the other prepositions, then they are like means of travel, means of communication, instrument, agency, modes of payment, etc. These are the other prepositions. Now we will see the example of prepositions of place. At, it is used to show the exact point, house, station, village, etc. I gave you this example previously also. She is standing at the corner of the street or at the door or at the bus stop. Same like that, prepositions of time, then at, in, on, for, since, by, from, to, till, until, between, during, after, before. So in that, at, it is used with exact point of time and with the names of festivals. For example, he arrived here at 3 o'clock, at 10:30, at midday, at midnight, at dawn, at daybreak, at sunrise, at sunset, at dusk, at the weekend, at weekends, at Christmas, at Easter, at Holi, at Diwali, at the New Year. He is in bed at this moment. He was in bed at that moment. Like that, at is used to indicate the time. In. In is used with seasons, years, in parts of months and days. He came here in winter, or we can say in summer, in 2005, or in Jan, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the twilight, in the night. It is used with a future time to show the period at the end of which an action will happen. Like this project will be finished in 6 months' time. He will arrive in 10 minutes. He is used to show a period of time. It is used to show a period of time. Next is on. It is used with specific dates and days. I saw her on March 15 or on 15th March or on Thursday, on a Sunday morning, on a winter evening, on a fine morning, on her birthday, on the occasion of her 20th birthday, on New Year's Day, on Christmas evening, on the Republic Day, on the evening of 15th August, on that day. Okay, these are the prepositions on where it is used. Now comes by. It is used to show that the latest time at which an action will be finished. It is usually used for the future time. For example, the show will probably be over by 8 o'clock. Next is for. It is used with a period of time. Like he has lived here for 1 year, for the last year, for the last 3 years, it rained for 3 hours. Like this, when we are talking about a period of time, then for is used. Now comes since. It is used with a point of time in the past from which some action began and continues until the time of speaking. It means it started in the past and still it's continue. It is generally used with perfect tense, either simple or continuous. For example, it has been raining since 6 o'clock this morning, or since Monday last, or since last week. I have lived here since 2000, or we can say I have been living here since 2000, or since last Jan, since Jan 2000, since 15 Jan 2000, since childhood, since last year, since I was born. So these are the sentences which carry since with it. Next is from to, till or until. See now examples of it. So the road will be closed from Friday evening to, or till, or until Monday morning. Without using from, we can also use till or until. For example, the book fair continued till Friday, or we can say the book fair continued until Friday. Next is between. You can see the doctor between 8 am and 12 noon. When we are talking about two things or two person, then between is used. Next is during. It is with an action that took place or is to take place. For example, the fire broke out during the night. He was absent from home during the vacation or during the holidays. He lost his legs during the war. I will see you during the week. So these were the examples of during. Some phrases indicating time, like on time, in time. See now example of on time. It is used with an action or event taking place at the exact or correct time as per schedule or timetable. For example, the train arrived at the station on time. The teacher came to the class on time. The magic show started on time. If we see the examples of in time means earlier than. It means, for example, he reached the airport in time to see his friend off. It means earlier, when his friend was off, earlier than that, he reached the airport. Next is, he arrived in time to attend the meeting. Prepositions on, in are not used with some adverbials like next morning, last week, last Monday, next Monday, yesterday, tomorrow, today, this morning, this week, every morning and every week. For example, he will visit his uncle's house next Friday. We don't have to say that he will visit his uncle's house on next Friday. No need to keep here on, but we can directly say that he will visit his uncle's house next Friday. He saw his friend last Monday. He saw his friend on Monday last. He went to Kanpur last month. We will not say here that he went to Kanpur in last month. No. We will directly say that he went to Kanpur last month. Same like that, he came here this morning. We will not use here in this morning. Instead of that, we will directly say that he came here this morning. Hope you all are clear now in prepositions. In the homework, I am sending you the activity which you have to solve in your notebook. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.